Good morning, class. So today we will learn first chapter from economy, the story of Blaise Palampur. Okay, this chapter has been taken from class 9th social study, and this is the first chapter. Okay, so if you have any doubt, you can ask me in the comment box, or you can write them. You can ask them later. And for this, you have no need to purchase a new notebook. You can write in your previous copy, previous notebook, and the books or publication will be same as before. Okay, if you can manage, you can take it from your elders. Okay, so you can take it. So let's see, we will learn first chapter, the village Palampur. And on the screen you can see what is the aim behind this story, the story of village Palampur, why it is need to teach you. In the introduction, you can see on the screen here, introduction. We will first learn introduction, we will read it. Okay, and then we will understand it. The purpose of the story is to introduce some basic concepts relating to productions, and this we do through a story of a hypothetical village called Palam. First, here one word has been used, hypothetical. Hypothetical means imaginary. Hypothetical means imaginary. Okay, so the purpose of this story, what is the purpose of this story? The purpose of this story to told you, to make you understand that how the production happen is related, how the production comes from the field, what is the reality. So the author who has write this, they make you understand by a imaginary story. Farmer is the main activity in Palampur, whereas several other activities such as small-scale manufacturing, dairy transport, etc. are carried out on a limited scale. So this is an imaginary story. Okay, first of all, and farming is the main activity. Means in this village, the main work is farming, and also some several activities also there. People also, uh, we can say, involved in many others activities also, like small scale manufacturing. In your previous class you have also learned about it. Small scale industries, okay, scale industries. Small scale industries means from a place or a industry or a place where you can, okay, so small scale industries, small scale manufacturing, where the production will be low, will be minimum than large scale industries. Okay, then manufacturing you can understand the things which we can be prepared them by our own hand. Okay, with ourselves. Dairy product is related to milk. Okay, dairy production, milk, curd, okay, butter, all these things is related to dairy, and transport, etc. are carried out on a limited scale. Okay, all things come out or carried out in a limited scale. Okay, not on a large scale, not a minimum scale. There is a average scale. This production activities needs various types of resources to complete these all activities. Okay, to complete these all activities, either they are manufacturing, dairy, or transport, etc. To complete these all resource activities, we have need some resources. Okay, which types of resources we have need? So we can see on the screen: natural resources, man-made resources, man-made items, human efforts, money, etc. First, we will understand natural resources. What is natural resources? Natural resources means the things which we got from the nature, or the things which is created by nature, which is made by nature. For example, water, air. Mostly on the earth, you can see our environment, whatever is present on in our environment, either they are biotic or abiotic. These all things are natural resources. Then another point is man-made items. Okay, the things which we can create, that called man-made items. And human efforts with the use of our intelligence. With the use of our intelligence, we can create them, we can moderate them in another items, or and with the help of money. As we read through the story of Palampur, we will learn how various resources combine to produce the desired goods and services in the village. By this imaginary story, as I have told you before, this is just a imaginary story. By this story, what we will understand, we will learn that how various resources combine. eh, Many types of resources will come together and produce the desired goods. Which types of goods we have need? What is the reason behind them for production? What is the way of production? Okay, all these things we will learn by this story. Okay. So we will start that chapter. Economic transactions in Palampur village. Okay, Palampur is well connected with neighboring villages and towns. Raiganj, a big village, is 3 kilometers from Palampur. Okay, Palampur is a village, and another village called Raiganj. You can see here Raiganj. Okay, another place Raiganj is 3 kilometer 3 kilometer far away from Palampur. Okay, Palampur is a small village and Raiganj is a big village. An all-weather road connects the village to Raiganj and further to the nearest small town of Sahpur. Okay, there is the okay a road connects with Raiganj, and further we will go another village is also there, a small town, not a village, town that name is Sahpur is also there. Many kinds of transport are visible on the road, starting from bullock carts, tongas, bogies loaded with jag- uh, loaded with good or jiggery and other commodities, to motor vehicles like motorcycles, jeeps, tractors, and trucks. When we see towards the road, we can see there is a good transportation. Transportation is also there. Transportation, so that one things can be carried out to another place by the help of transport. Okay, so bullock cart is also there. Tongas in Hindi we can say them tanga. Okay, tongas is there. Bogies is there. Bogies carry cart drawn by the buffaloes. Okay, loaded jaggery means good. Okay, and other commodities means things, objects. Okay, which is by the help of which they carried by the help of motorcycles, jeep, tractor, and truck. This village has about 450 families belonging to several different castes. Okay, this is a village. Okay, so in this village there are how many families are there? 450 families. 450 families are there belonging to several caste, different caste. Okay, 450 types of families. The 80 upper caste families own the majority of land in the village. Okay, on 80%, 80 upper caste families. There are, out of 450, there are 80 upper caste families. Okay, their own majority means only on a single caste. Okay, they are also living a proper place. Their houses, some of them are quite large, are made of brick with cement plastering. Okay, it's mean their houses are quite large. Okay, quite large, big, and made with the help of brick, ईटा जिसे कहते हैं ईटा, and cement plastering. Thus, SCs, Dalit. I have told you in your class 8 what is the full form of SC. SC means scheduled caste, Anusuchit Jati, scheduled caste. It's also called Dalits, Dalit, and I have also told you in the class 8 that they also called Harijan. Who called them Harijan? Mahatma Gandhi. Okay, Mahatma Gandhi called them Harijan. The SCs Dalit are, sorry, the SC Dalits comprise one-third of the population and live in one corner of the village and in much smaller houses, some of which are of mud and straw. The scheduled caste, they, what is the population of scheduled caste in that place? There are 450 families. 450 families. So what will be the one-third of the 450? Means 150 families. Okay, 150 families are related to scheduled caste. They are living in the small house, and that house is made up of mud. They are using to made their house with the help of mud. Okay, their house is very we can say small, and straw. What is the straw means? Straw, we can say the little or the small grass. Okay, the dry grass, small and dry grass. Most of houses have electric connection. A good thing is there that mostly houses have the electric connection. There is the electricity in their houses. Electricity powers all the tube bells in the field and used in the various types of small business. By the help of electricity, there is the one facility is also there, tube bells. What is tube bells? With the tube bells, we can, what we can say, we can pass the water from one place to another place. So they use that water for the various purpose, for the irrigation, for the domestic purpose, many types. Palmpur has two primary schools and one high school. Okay, for the uh, students, for the children's education, there is one thing also good, that there is schools and one high school is also there. There is a primary health center. In short, we can say PHC, primary health center. Okay, after some chapter, I think in third or fourth chapter, you will learn about more about CSC, what is CHC, what is PHC. So here just remember this word PHC, primary health center, or hospital. It's also called the hospital, run by the government, and one private dispensary where the sick are treated. So first word, primary health center is also there. A small hospital is also there, so that if any persons have any types of problem, if feel health physical problem, so he can go to the hospital so that he can take the treatment. And another thing is also there, one private dispensary. What is the means of dispensary? Dispensary means of the clinic. If you want to write the Meaning you can write CLINIC. Okay, clinic, or it's also called pharmacy. Pharmacy. Pharmacy spelling is PHARMACY. Pharmacy, where the sick are treated. Okay, one government PSC and one private dispensary is there. The descriptions above shows that Palampur has fairly well developed system of roads, transport, electricity, irrigation, schools, and health center. Compare these facilities with those in your nearly village. First, compare these facilities with those in your nearly village. First, we have a read of paragraph in this chapter regarding the village Palampur. So what we have seen we should observe which types of facilities is there. Okay, first we should observe what we have observed. Let's see. First, the well developed systems of roads. Okay, there is good system of roads is there, transport is there, good types of transport is there, electricity is there, irrigation facilities is there, so that the irrigation should be there in the field. Schools is there, two types of school, one primary and another is high school. Health center, two types of health center was there, primary health centers and one private dispensary is there. So these all things. So what you have to do, you will have to did compare these facilities with those in your nearby village. Okay, so as you know we are living in Modaha. Okay, your school is in Modaha, so compare these all facilities to the nearby village. The story of Palampur, an imaginary village, will take us through the different types of production activities in the village. By this, what we can see, what we can understand, that there will be many types of production in a village. In villages across India, farming is the main production activity. Okay, in India, farming is the main activity. Just remembering these things. Okay, just remember this word. Farming is the main production activity. Okay, okay. The other production activities referred to as non-farm activities include small manufacturing, transport, shopkeeping, etc. Okay, main activities is manufacturing activities is not the main activity. The main activity is the farming. Farming is the main activities, and the remaining, all the remaining activities is considering in the other production activities. This also called non-farm activities. It also means non-farm activities, which includes small manufacturing, transport, shopkeeping, etc. We shall take a look of both these types of activities after learning a few general things about productions. So, first we will have to learn about the production, and after this we will understand it more. Okay. Organization of production. Let me make it large so that you can see it easily. You can also learn it easily. Okay. The aim of production, organization of production. First we will see organization of production. The aim of production is to produce the goods and services that we want. There are four requirements for production of goods and services. The aim of production. What is the aim of production? if we can see in the market, okay, if we see in the market which types of things we always prefer, the good things. Here goods means not good, you are good, आप अच्छे हो. No, here the goods means object, commodities, material, material goods and their services. Here, what is the aim behind the production? What is the aim behind the production? If we see in the market, we purchase lots of things in the market, but we choose the best one. We choose the best one, the things by which gives us good service, that we prefer first. First, we prefer that product. So that is the main reason that will increase the demand also in the market. Okay, there are four requirements. There are four types of requirement for the goods and services of a object. Let's see. First, the first requirement is land and other natural resources such as water, forest and minerals. First of all, to for a production, which types of things should be needed to settle, to install, and we can say to install a factory, small scale industries. What we need so that we can get the production? First, we need to these things. First of all, land, a place, a proper place. Second things which is very necessary is natural resources. Without natural resources, it is not possible to set up a factory, a small scale industries such as water, forest and minerals. These are the first or main activity, we can say. These are the first priority to set up a production organization. The second requirement is labor. People is also necessary. Without people, how can be the work will be done? It is very necessary to have the pupils, people who will do the work. Because if there are lots of, okay, we have the place, a big place, we have the resources, also we also have the resources, but after this, beside this, we don't have the labor. If we don't have the labor, so these all are best for us. Okay, so we also have need the labor so that they can do the work. Some production activities require highly educated workers to perform the necessary tasks. Okay, in a factory, for a labor, the the need of the person, the need of the labor, the need of the men or women is different types. For example, some pupils will do physical work. Okay, physical work. They will have to do, like the farmers, they will have to do like the helper or many types. And then many types other also, some will have to do like the clerk, clerical position, we can say. Okay, clerical they will have to do. Then we will consider another uh, many types. Manager should be there, and assistant manager should be there. Okay, so their work is different according to their education. For doing some special work, as we can say that we can't give the post to a laborer. If we will think that we should give the laborer to the highest post, it is not possible. So to do a particular work, a particular education should be there. Okay. Other activities requires workers who can do manual works. Also, who can do the manual works, other activities, other the remaining works can do. Workers can do. Each worker is providing the labor necessary for the production. Each worker is providing the labor necessary for the production. To more and more production, okay, what is the aim? All these things to more on more production. So it is very necessary to providing labor for the production. What is whatever the necessary. If we need more and more labor so that the production will be more, so they will have to provide. The third requirement is physical capital. Physical capital, capital means here we can say capital means money. Okay, capital means money. In math, through the math it will be go, we can say capital means principal. Okay, so we also need the money, the variety of inputs required at every stage during production. What are the items that come under physical capital? Which types of, okay, so here we are talking about the physical capital. Which types of items can be considered in the physical capital? We will see tools and machine and buildings. It is very necessary. Without these things, I think it is very impossible to set up a factory, to set up a organization. Tools and machines range from very simple tools such as a farmer's plug of sophisticated machines such as generators, turbines, computers, etc. Tools, machine buildings can be used in production over many years and are called fixed capital. So it is these types of capital, because you can say after purchasing you will have to use. It doesn't mean that you have used it use it in one time and you will not use it again and again. You will have to again use it again. Okay, these all things will be used regularly. It is very used. Okay, you will have to use it regularly. So these all called physical capital. It's also called fixed capital. Okay, if you have any problems regarding unable to understand, if you are unable to understand, you can uh, ask me, you can comment me. Okay, you can text me. Means sophisticated means artificial. If you want to write, you can write it artificial machines. Okay, next is raw materials and money in hand. Raw material is also necessary. Without raw materials, if raw materials will not be there, then how we can find out the fine material, the pure material? Production requires a variety of raw materials such as the yarn used by the weaver and the clay used by the potter. To weaving, we have to need the yarn. Without yarn, we can't weave anything. And the same things, if we will have to make a pot of mud, we will have to use of clay. Without clay is also the synonyms of mud. Okay, without mud, how can we make the pot of mud? It's not possible. Okay, also some money is always required during production to make payments and buy other necessary items. Same things, the money is also required for other payments so that we can purchase, we can buy the necessary items. Raw materials and money in hand are called working capital. Raw materials, the raw materials which we will purchase, and the money which we have to put in our hand for the emergency is called working capital. Unlike tools, machines and buildings, these are used up in production. These all the things when we will consider, these all the things is used up in production. There is a fourth requirement too. You will need knowledge and enterprise to be able to put together land, labor, and physical capital and produce an output either to use yourself or to sell in the market. For these all things, okay, for adding these all things we have need the knowledge and the enterprise. We can say the enterprise means preparation or the beginning or the introductions. Okay, so for adding these all together we have need the knowledge and enterprises. A proper work should be there. That's why we can produce any types of items. Okay, physical capital, produce of output item, you will have to use also for the market, you will have to sell in the market. Okay, this these days is called human capital. That's why it's all called this. These days is called human capital. We shall learn more about human capital in the next chapter. If you want to understand about more about human capital, we will learn it in next chapter. Okay, let's see. In the picture, identify the land, labor, and fixed capital used in the production. You can see right side here is a picture, figure 1.2, a factory with several laborers and the heavy machines. There are lots of workers who are working on the heavy machines. Here you can see properly. Okay, so you will have to identify land, labor, capital, all these things, and also the productions. Every production is organized by the combining land, labor, physical capital, and human capital, which are known as factors of the production. For each production, for each types of production, it is also necessary for a organization. Without an organization, what will organize do? Organize will combine all land, labor, physical capital, and human capital, which are known as factor of production, which called factors of productions. As we read through the story of Palampur, we will learn more about the first three factors of production. For convenience, we will refer to the physical capital and the capital in the next chapter. Okay. So in this chapter, we will learn these 3 points: first, second, third requirements we will learn, and the four we will learn in the another chapter.